Okay guys, what is up? It's Karas Plays here, and today I am going to be making a video on how to kill Duke Fishron. Obviously there's a lot of videos out there. This one's for post Golem. I will be doing a pre-mech soon, I think. And honestly, let's just get straight onto it. Okay, so in this chest here is everything I will need. So I'll be showing you how to do melee first, and let me just take this. And as you can see, obviously the best weapon to use in my opinion against Duke Fishron, or really anything at this stage of the game, is the Terror Blade. It's just really good. And then as a side weapon, I guess, or you could really use these as main weapons, got the Scourge of the Corruptor and the Vampire Knives. In terms of accessories, I've got the Steampunk Wings, the Ankh Shield, the Celestial Shell, the Terror Spark Boots, the Destroyer Emblem, the Master Ninja Gear, and the Worm Scarf. All of them are menacing apart from the Worm Scarf for some reason, but this is Master Mode, so I'll be able to use all of these accessories. And in terms of armor, which we shall see here, but there's just too many mobs, we will be using beetle armor with the shell. Actually, before we start, I just wanted to mention some buffs. Obviously, we got regeneration, we got swiftness, we got iron skin, we got endurance, wrath, life force. Actually, just because I got one of these, I'm going to save it. Rage, shine just for you, and that is it. Actually, I'm just going to take these as well. Pad Thai and Inferno potions. And also, you don't want to forget your sharpening station, which will increase your armor penetration by 2, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm pretty not by 2, sorry, by 5, and that will make you do 5 more damage if I'm correct. Which obviously doesn't sound like a lot, but it is quite nice to have. Alright, but anyway, let's get straight onto the fight. Alright, while we're fighting Duke Fishron, actually, if I take my buffs, yep, I just want to talk about the arena. So what we have here is the base layer of the arena, which is just sorry, I can't focus when I talk. Alright, so as the base layer, we just got a layer of asphalt, obviously with all the buffs we need, such as heart lanterns and campfires. And then I think around 60 blocks up, if it's wrong, I'll add it onto the screen so you can see now. That's the gap between the first layer and the second layer, just in wooden platforms, also buffed up. And for the first phase, it's really quite simple. What you want to do is just go across the platform and kind of just go in like a rectangular motion. But I do notice if you go on the top layer, Duke Fishron can catch you quite easily. So if he does, you just want to drop down and go diagonally, like this, like that. Don't just go straight down, because that will well, that will make you easier to hit, basically. Whenever he stops, you want to try and do as much damage as you can. However, with 1.4.4, if I'm correct, you can't damage him anymore during his transitions from from first to second phase and second phase to third phase, which actually makes him quite a bit harder, because most people would usually try and do as much damage while he's transforming and just finish him off during his third phase. But now you've got to face the third phase as much as you can. But with the second phase as well, honestly, you just do the same thing. He does use his tornadoes more often, and when he does, you just want to try and be as far off to the edge as you can when you get hit, so that obviously the tornadoes are on the opposite side of the arena. as you can see, you're slowly taking him down. If you wanted to, you could go for the other beetle armor variant, which does more damage. I just found the one I had, which I'm pretty sure was the defensive one, and then used it. But yeah, if you want to use extra offense, you obviously can. And here is where it transforms. So what you want to know in this phase is that basically Duke Fishron obviously does his cycles 1 to 3. He does 1 and then teleports and then does 2, teleports and then does 3. So in this phase, all you need to know is dash. That's not very good. I'm not explaining well because I'm literally talking while fighting. What you need to know for Duke Fishron's third phase is that he does 1 dash, and the very first dash he does, like as soon as he transitions, he does it from the point where he transitions, so you don't have to worry about him teleporting. And then after that first one, he teleports to your back. So if I'm looking this way, he'll teleport back here, and then he'll come. So you just want to make sure you go up and dash that way, or go up and dash, really just dash away or towards him, but you know what I mean, right?
No.
You kind of just want to get away from him. I'll show you what I mean in the next fight, which will be Ranger. So actually, let's just get straight onto that. Alright, so in terms of accessories, they're actually going to stay the same for all classes, apart from summoners. So I've actually got a collection of weapons which you could use. I'm going to use this weapon here, the Piranha Gun, along with Shroomite armor, obviously. However, I don't think this helmet gives advantages for the Piranha Gun, but other really good options are these ones, which I have right here, which is, I won't be using them, but you got the Chlorophyte Shotbow, very good with Holy Arrows or Ica Arrows, definitely, you should use them. Xenopopper, very good. I'd use Chlorophyte Bullets just because of the tiny delay, but actually, because it's Duke Fishron, it is quite a bit easier to aim. Chain Gun, obviously, these two weapons, the Snowman Cannon and Chain Gun, they're pretty hard to get at this stage of the game. So if you have them, definitely use them, but I won't be using them because, well, basically they're just too strong. And then accessories stay same. We got Shroomite armor, and let me just get straight onto this fight. And I want to show you how strong the Piranha Gun is. So the thing with the Piranha Gun is you just stick it on there, and you can just dodge. No need to worry about anything else. Just make sure you're holding your fire button, but you don't have to aim or anything. Once it's latched on, unless you go too far away, and I'm pretty sure there might be a timer on the piranhas, but pretty much you're just dodging. And like this, I can pretty much talk to you about what I'm doing. So obviously, I'm mainly using the bottom layer as my form of movement, because the top layer is not that useful. It's useful just for like getting away from the tornadoes, and then the bottom layer is just good for speed. But what you want to really utilize is your vertical movement, because that is something that whatever you have, Duke Fishron cannot catch you. And as you can see, just like that, he's already in his second form. As you can see, the piranhas are not doing damage, even though they're hitting him technically. And then yeah, so once he turned into a second form, the piranhas did unlatch to him. I did have to shoot him, but literally that's like the first time in the whole fight, and I think they delatched again just because I'm too far away, but that is okay. And really, that is how the whole fight goes. I mean, if you go too far away, the Piranha Gun will disconnect. But considering how easy the Piranha Gun is to obtain, because you will be in the jungle biome throughout all stages of the game, right? Most stages of the game, you will be in the jungle. And combined with its super high spawn rates, It's honestly really easy to get. Anyway, onto the third phase, which I don't have the best position, but you can see I'm really trying to use my verticality to my advantage. I just popped a heal there, but what you're doing is, you know where he's going to teleport, you just try and dash away, but his dashes are quite unpredictable, especially when he does multiple. What I'd say is, you really need to try and keep count of the number of dashes he's going to do the next time, so then you can kind of like predict where he's going to go, and then you want to know what side you're facing, and then you know which direction to go as well. Anyway though, next up, Mage loadout, and I don't actually have too many weapons. You could use dungeon weapons, but I've took the Razor Pine and the Blizzard Staff. For this I will be using the Blizzard Staff, but if you have the Blizzard Staff, definitely use it. It's just really powerful. But the Razor Pine, it's actually not too hard to get compared to like the Chain Gun and the Snowman Cannon and Blizzard Staff, because you're only defeating the tier 1 boss of the event. Also, if you're using weapons for range, make sure you're using your ammo box if you got one, and ammo reservation potions, which for some reason I don't have. But back to the topic. Yeah, so spectral armor, spectre armor, not spectral. I'm using the defense mask, the offense mask even, I don't know which one. Not the healer one, and I don't have the healer one, but I guess you could use it. But you want to make sure you've got your 2 mana potions, your mana regen and mana power, because they're just really strong. And that's really it. Same accessories again, same method really, but you can see it when we start the fight, I guess. So the thing with the Razor Pine is it's just got such high DPS, especially combined with this armor set as well. Also, I wanted to mention, if you're in Master Mode, there is a specific mount, which I have done a video on before, called the Hexed Branch. Master Mode exclusive, dropped 100% chance or something really high from the Morning Wood, whatever wave you're in, and it's really powerful. If you've got it, what you can do is, even on the top floor, just go on that mount, and you're faster than Duke Fishron. You are insanely fast. It's faster than Asphalt, really. And I just realized how low I was. I should be focusing. But you can see how strong the Razor Pine is. It's always been a strong weapon ever since the release. Okay, now with the next phase, you can see that first, now it's doing 2 dashes, so you don't have to worry. Now it's doing 3. I almost walked into that. Now it's doing 1. Just get as far away from it as you can. Just try getting away from it, and boom. If you kind of saw what I did there at the end, which was I was at the end and I was just going that way while shooting at it, and it can't catch up. If you had the Hexed Branch, that would be even better. But eventually he would catch up with you, so you just got to make sure you've got the right momentum. Okay, last class, Summoner. This is where we actually change the loadout very slightly. Actually, I'll use the Wrath Potion here as well. And what I'm doing is Summoner emblem instead of the Destroyer emblem, because summons don't get affected by the summons don't get affected by crit strike. I'm using the Durandal, if that's how you pronounce it, Durandal. Not the best prefix actually, but it's alright. And Sanguine Staff. Did I swap armor? I did not swap armor. I'm using Spooky armor. You could might be able to get away with using what is it? With Tiki armor. Also, I forgot to use the crystal ball. Make sure you use that in the fight, and obviously the bewitching table. And I don't know how to disable effects, but that should. Oh no, that's fine actually. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Let me actually spawn that one extra sanguine, and let's honestly just get back in. I haven't tried any of these fights before the video actually, so these are the first times. But I've just seen like what I think the best weapons are, what I think the best armor sets are at this like late stage of a game, and just put it together. And honestly, because the sanguine stuff you can get it so early, I don't think it has the highest DPS. It is a very low DPS method. But what other staffs could you use? I don't know if the blade staff's any good against Duke Fishron. I haven't really played Summoner ever since 1.4 really. And also, if you've killed the Empress of Light, obviously make sure you're using her weapons, because her weapons are strong. But I'm just going by the fact that you haven't killed her yet, which I'm thinking most people haven't. Otherwise, if you had her weapons, Duke Fishron would be quite easy. But once you really master Duke Fishron and understand his attacks, you really see how like easy the boss is and how much you've been complicating it. Because one thing you got to make sure you do, especially in the third phase, is just like not think too much about it. You just got to stay calm, which lots of people panic because you got hit once, but it's not too big of a deal. But one thing I wanted to mention as well actually, so you can see my arena. Most people stop their arena right as the water ends, but I just want to make sure you guys are making it all the way until the sand ends instead, because some beaches, they have massive oceans and like a huge area of sand as well, which counts as the ocean. Just make sure you're using that space, because it really is a big difference. Alright, anyway, getting on to the third stage. The thing with summoning is you can really just focus on where the boss is and where it's going to attack you. I did just get hit there, which is not the best. And I got hit again. And again. Okay, that is very not good. Even as summoner, you should be able to tank a couple of his hits. Just see how I'm dodging it. And really, I thought I wasn't counting. You just gotta make sure you focus, because oh, I got stuck on a platform. We'll give it another go, but I think you get the point. Quick disclaimer, guys. I just wanted to tell you that I never played Terraria in Summoner only in my whole like many hours of my Terraria experience. And also, I did try the fight again with a reforged whip, but I don't think you want to see that. I did kill it. And back to the video, I guess. Okay, guys, so that is it on killing Duke Fishron. And honestly, if I wanted to recommend you a class, I'd say, actually, depending on the weapon, if you got the Razor Pine, definitely go Mage, because that had such good DPS. However, otherwise, I'd honestly go Piranha Gun, because that's just so underrated. And really, that is it. If you enjoyed it, or it helped you out, be sure to subscribe, because that really does help me out, or even liking the video really makes a difference. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye, guys.